And we preface our services by acknowledging that our building rests on the unceded ancestral homelands of the Chumash people. So we pause and remember that we live on holy ground, ground that cries out for justice and for responsible stewardship. And as we remember all of this, may we find the courage to do our part to restore wholeness to the earth and all her peoples. A few announcements. Our annual meeting will be after church at about 11:30 today. So after church, go out, get coffee, bagel, talk to a few people, and then come back here. We do need a quorum, and there's important voting and discussion to have. If you are not a member and new among us, if you want to come, you can't vote, but you can see how we exercise democracy in this congregation. It is usually really inspiring and lovely. I also wish to offer a blanket thank you for the amazing retirement party that y'all threw for me on Friday. It was perfect and just right, and there were so many people to thank, and I'll get to all of you in the next week or so, but this is a blanket thank you. It was stunning, and I am grateful. It was just right for me, and I hope for you. Also, just another couple of announcements. The memorial service for Dennis Charles is going to be this coming Friday, June 13th at 2:30 p.m. here in this sanctuary. And also that later in that evening will be the next monthly board gaming evening. Those are scheduled now on the second Fridays of each month in Berg Hall from 6-ish, because we'll see how it'll kind of might flow a little bit out of the memorial reception. But from about 6 to 10 p.m. and it's a casual, fun time for all gamers. It's becoming a thing. Also, I want to say, if you are just coming in and you still have flowers and you want to bring them forward, you can do that during the first hymn. Let us pause again. We have brought our blooming selves into this place on this day. We have created a particular bouquet in the gathering of so many beautiful souls. And as such a gathered body of beautiful souls, let us enter sacred space.
I am Worship Associate Sue Brinkmeyer, and I want to invite all of our children forward to say their chalice lighting words, and we invite the congregation to join in. I also want to invite those of you streaming into the service, joining us via technology, to light a candle or chalice at home as the children say their word and Reverend Dana lights the chalice here in our sanctuary.
Light this chalice, celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of open mind, loving heart, and heavenly hands. Take care of the earth and each other.
Thank you so much. And we begin our service this morning with these words adapted from Reverend Amy Zucker Morgenstern. Within the heart of the flower, the fountain of beauty. Within the heart of the community, a fire that warms and dances. Within the heart of each of us, a spark of the spirit of life. Within the life of a community, changes and transitions that bloom and grow and bloom yet again. All are holy, holy, holy. Come, let us worship together.
Good morning, y'all. Hi, I'm Zach Spencer, filling in for your music minister, Carolyn Bjerke. Today, I invite you all to rise in body and spirit as you're able, as we sing number 188, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. We'll go through this twice since there's only really one verse for it. So. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lovers of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come.
Today, we blend two long-standing traditions in Unitarian Universalism, bridging and flower communion. We are an ever-growing, ever-learning, ever-questioning, and changing community of all generations. Communally and individually, we do this all the time through our faith journeys, in theology and in practice. Today, we acknowledge two who have grown up as this now grade school. We have watched them grow, learn, and blossom, and we offer them blessings as they walk the bridge to adulthood. And we all know, those of us at least who are past this bridging age, we all know that learning and blossoming and growing and thinking and rediscovering and being wrong and then figuring out new things and then doing it all over again, this continues for a lifetime, which is actually really good news. It's not, don't despair. It's really cool that we do this. And so this day, we also participate in our about a century-old ritual of flower communion. All who have brought flowers that once were seeds and now in bloom. And together they create a wildly diverse bower of beauty, even extravagance, which represents the whole of our community. Now, an aside, I once was actually at a flower communion where we ran out of flowers. I swear this happened 15 years ago. And luckily someone had brought some rhododendrons. This was up in Oregon. And we were able to pick off little old rhododendron blossoms. So everyone actually got a flower. And I always worry. And I talked to Sue Brinkmeyer this morning going, I'm almost certain. She goes, oh, we're fine. We never run out. And I said, I ran out once. She's like, we're okay. And look, we're fine. Thank you. And so together this is the beauty and diversity and extravagance of our entire community. And at the end of the service, we will have a ritual where all are invited forward to take a flower that was brought by someone else that represents our connection to the community and our wider connections within, among, and beyond this congregation. And so with that, we have a story that I get to tell of the seeds and flowers, about the story of seeds that grow to flowers, and all about just the changing cycles through it all, because wow, many changing cycles are landing at about the same time. So I invite all those young and young at heart, please, to join me up here. Yay. Oh, it's lovely to see you all. Oh, yay. Okay. All right. Wow. So, this is a story called The Dandelion Seed, and it's by Joseph Anthony and illustrated by Chris Arbo. It was autumn in the garden. All the flowers had died and dropped their seeds. And now only one seed was left, a little dandelion seed who was afraid to let go. You ever been afraid of something changing and now wanting to keep what was the same? Yeah, that's really common. But the winter wind did begin to blow, and the stronger the wind blew, the tighter the seed hung on, until it felt the wind blowing right through it. And then finally, the seed left the garden behind, and it became part of the wind and was carried away. And the seed discovered that the world was bigger than it had ever imagined. It was also more frightening and sometimes more lonely and more beautiful. The more the seed saw, the smaller it felt. And it began to wonder where it belonged. And finally, after all this travel, the seed landed when the snow began to fall. And it listened in silence as peace covered it like a blanket. But as it always does, spring came. Sunshine warmed the air and the soil, and the little seed began to grow tiny leaves and roots. And its leaves spread wide to gather in the sunlight. Its roots reached deep to drink in the fresh rain. And soon the seed flowered into the bright, delicate dandelion it was always meant to be. It shared its green leaves with deer and rabbits, and it gave sweet nectar to bees and butterflies. And then it seemed almost overnight, the life that began as one little dandelion seed ripened into many little dandelion seeds, and they each became part of the wind and were carried away, all except one. Don't be afraid, whispered the dandelion. The wind and the sun and the rain will take care of you. Let go, and you will see. You will see. So, I don't know where you are. I don't know what flower. This one, what kind of flower do you think you are? Anybody? Okay. Normal flower? Okay. Just your basic flower. Just, Anybody got a favorite color of their flower that you want it to be? Purple, yellow. Me, I'm a calla lily. Elegant calla lily, so I'm a creamy white. Okay. So we will now, in just a moment, sing our children out to their religious education classes. And kids, during the service, it's an all-generation service, so you're welcome for the whole of the service. But also, we've got stuff planned for you to do over in Burke Hall. And you can come and go for this service. We do hope that you will all be bridging, actually, in your years ahead. So please come back if you were the least bit interested to see where you're headed in this congregation. We'll have a bridging ceremony, and we can pop you in and out. And we will make certain your teachers and Lily will make certain that you come back for the flower communion, and you will get your flower that you get to take away. Okay? And so now, if folks in the congregation will rise and face the center aisle, forming a bridge that are of love for our children to pass under. And if you're new, just follow along.
We plant seeds of love that blossom in the community through our offering each Sunday, which goes to an organization that helps people in the broader community or people in our own church. Those at home can give through the link posted in the chat or by texting the word ASSIST to the number on the screen. Folks who are present in the sanctuary can text to give or place cash or a check in the box on the back wall of the sanctuary after the service. Our offering today goes to our Lift Up Your Voice Stand Homelessness family-to-family team of volunteers who provide a delicious lunch, donated clothes, books, and toiletries on the first Monday of each month to some 120 of our neighbors who are without homes. Those who come for the meal may ride a bike, take a bus, or walk long distances to get to the family-to-family dining room on the avenue. Several come with walkers or in wheelchairs, and a few come with children. Some 15 of us family-to-family volunteers are there each month, ready to greet them and make them feel welcome, and maybe even a bit spoiled by the volunteers who come around to refill their drinks and offer them a special treat with which to end their meal. All of us family-to-family team members have, of course, come to recognize the ones who come each month and know their stories. In turn, those who come for the meal often greet us team members by name and sometimes offer a hug as well. Everyone there knows the meal provided may be our homeless neighbor's only meal of the day. So, thanks to donations like this one today and the items provided by Food Share, there is always plenty of food for those who want to have seconds. The goal is to ensure that each person leaves with a full stomach and with a heart that has been lifted by the time that has been shared together. So thank you for giving generously, as you always do.
We are so grateful for the city congregation, which sometimes weaves a tapestry of love we call community, and sometimes it blossoms forth as a grand bouquet of beauty and love and connection. Thank you.
Because we are so deeply connected, we take time each service to hold up the great joys and sorrows that grace our lives. We place a stone in water for each celebration or sorrow shared to represent the way each ripples out throughout this church family. You can submit a joy or sorrow via a link on the website, uuventura.org, or in our Thursday email newsletter, UUCV This Week. I invite you now to speak into the gathered community or write in the Zoom chat the names of those you wish to celebrate, memorialize, or bring into the embrace of this beloved community. Reverend Dana will now place one final stone in the water for all the joys and sorrows just shared and those that remain unspoken in the silent sanctuary of our hearts. May we be truly grateful for all that is our life.
I invite you all to remain seated as we sing our meditation hymn, There Is a Love. There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. We rest in this love.
You have your whole part, so I'll just take it.
Lily Rappaport, the Director of Family Ministry, and I have the pleasure to give an introduction to the next part of the city. Children grow up is one of life's most beautiful journeys. One moment taking their steps, and before you know it, they're walking confidently into their own futures, ready to embrace the world, and it is a gift to be able to witness their transformation. Let's take a moment to look back at the journey of these two young Bridgers.
Hi, I'm Linda Edgar Beltran. Last week, I graduated from Ventura High School, and today I want to express gratitude as I mark the completion of a significant chapter in my life within this church community. Like graduation, this moment is not an end, but a commencement, a beginning of new adventures and opportunities. My time growing up in this community created here at UU Ventura has been invaluable. I have learned so many things and grown in ways I'd never expected, and I've formed bonds that I will treasure always. I'm deeply thankful for the guidance, support, and love I've received from this community. The lessons I've learned here have equipped me for the journey ahead, much like the knowledge and skills gained during school. As I step forward, I carry with me the values and teachings that have shaped me, ready to apply them in new contexts and continue my personal growth. While I may be moving on to new experiences, the memories and relationships forged here will remain a cherished part of my story. Many of my favorite memories were made at Camp de Benneville. I have made many friends thanks to this amazing camp. There have also been a number of RE teachers and other adults here that have meant a lot to me and have taught me so much over the years. Thank you all for being such a welcoming community and for all the support I've received.
Morning. Sorry I'm looking a little rough. I had my senior prom last night, so I'm a little tired right now. I'm Noah Austin. As I stand here today, I've been thinking a lot about what I'll cherish most from my time growing up in this church. For me, it's the people. This place has always been more than just a building. It's been a community full of warmth, kindness, and open arms. Even when someone didn't know me, they treated me like family. That kind of love is rare, and it's something I'll always carry with me. One of my absolute favorite parts of church was the social hour after the service. I'd always look forward to getting a bagel and hot cocoa with my friends. We'd sneak off to find an empty room to hang out in, or sometimes we'd run through the hallways trying to get into the little side rooms we definitely weren't supposed to be in. Looking back, those silly moments meant everything. It wasn't about bagels or rooms. It was about feeling like I belonged, like I had a place where I could just be myself. I'll miss the quiet smiles during the service, the laughter in the hallways, and the small moments that turned into big memories. This church helped shape who I am, not just in faith, but in friendship, kindness, and how I want to treat others. So thank you to everyone who made this place feel like home. I'll never forget it.
Hi, I'm Jessie, Noah's mom. Noah, when you took your first breath, I took my first breath as a mother. For the first time in my life, I felt my soul become inextricably linked to another being. We named you for all the things we knew you would be: love, light, movement, a force of nature. And today you are those things and more. My hope for you in these next years is that you take the time to find the things you're passionate about. Try every new thing that interests you in the slightest. Push yourself to go outside your comfort zone. Eat good food, make new friends, find opportunities to travel, find balance, and remember self-care. Because this season of your life is unlike any other you will ever have. And I'm so excited to see what you make of it.
The dad.
When Noah was born, I was fortunate enough to be working from home. And so International Besties Day, actually. And when Noah was a baby, we got to be besties every day. And I wrote this song in May of 2008 when Noah was 9 months old. And I think I played it here. And I remembered it, and I found it. And so I'm gonna try to sing it. If I leave you alone, will you stop crying? If I walk out the door, will I stop lying? Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe you weren't ready to go to sleep. Now I've gotta change your diaper, so I lay you on the table. Try to keep your body still long enough to wrap your bottom. There's frozen yams a-warming, and though time is still a mystery, Mom's far away at work, but I've got breast milk in a bottle. Ow! I just stepped on a block while you're smearing goo into your hair, still smiling like an imp as you toss your cup down from your chair. When you go to sleep, I'll mop the floor. And no one loves you anymore than I do. I'll clean the place, let's clean your face, then go play in the sunshine. Touch grass and leaves, taste rocks and trees, laugh and have a good time. You hear the birds and cars and wind and gaze into the blue sky. Your blinking's getting slower and so is mine. Ow! Please don't hit me with that stick or stuff bugs into your mouth. You've muddied up your onesie, now let's go into the house. I'll pull the curtain down some more, 'cause no one loves you anymore than I do. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da. As you sleep in my arms, I breathe your breathing. And though your eyes are closed, I still see your mind shining and feel our hearts beating. I slowly close the door, turn and go to mop the floor. And though our days are far from gone, no one loves you any more than I do, except your mom.
Today, we celebrate these two remarkable graduating seniors. Linda and Noah, will you come up here with me, please?
Linda, and Noah, today is a celebration of all that you have achieved and become so far. As you step into new journeys, we hope you find a welcoming Unitarian Universalist young adult community wherever life takes you. And know that you will always have a home in this congregation.
This moment of transition arrives as the world is budding and blooming, soft and fresh and tender with possibility in this springing season. Change is inevitable, and with it comes the promise of new beginnings and hope.
We have done our best to provide you with a meaningful foundation in faith, nurturing both your hearts and your minds with deep ethics and broad wisdom. May this Unitarian Universalist tradition continue to guide you and uplift you. This is your bridging. It's a rite of passage marking your transition from youth to young adult. As you move forward, we hope you continue to deepen and grow in faith, in kindness, and in healing the world. We present you with gifts that hold deep meaning. In this gift bag, you'll find a chalice hand-turned by David Frank, which is a symbol of our enduring faith, along with a chalice pennant, a book about Unitarian Universalism, and bubbles to remind you to play and to have fun. A few weeks ago, we gave 5-month-old Reed Joseph Hutchins a rose without thorns, blessing him and dedicating ourselves to his nurture and growth. Today, Noah and Linda, we offer you another rose, this time with its thorns intact. For all its beauty, the world can be a thorny place, filled with challenges, moments of pain, and uncertainty. Yet, amidst it all, beauty persists. And also, it's a reminder that you have the power to cultivate life, to cultivate a life of beauty, meaning, and purpose. We bless you.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their parents' hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the ones they'll pick, the ones you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you, and know they love you, and you of tender years can't know the fears that your parents grew by. So help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. So teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, one they pick, the ones you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh. And know they love you. Oh, yes, know they love you. And know they love you.
And know that we love you. Thank you for coming up here and sharing of yourselves with us. It's the funnest time you've ever had in your lives, I know. So we're really, truly grateful on so many levels. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And so now we come to our flower communion, a ceremony that was born in Europe in the 1920s, created by Norbert Chapek, a minister and rebel who became a Unitarian minister during a sojourn in the United States because he just kept getting in trouble in Europe. And then when he returned to his native Czechoslovakia, and honestly, I don't know where he was born. When he was born, it was probably called Bohemia. And Prague, the city there. He returned in the 1920s, and he founded a Unitarian church in Eastern Europe there that grew to 3,000 members, bringing our Unitarian, and yes, also Universalist, though not formally so, message into Europe, the Europe of those days. And in the 20s, he created this particular ceremony celebrating both unity and diversity. And it's helped sustain his congregation through the 1930s in Europe. He actually ended up becoming a martyr because of his fierce, unflinching resistance to authoritarianism. And its inspiration then, after the war, found its way back across the ocean. And now probably most UU congregations recreate it sometime in the spring when the flowers actually bloom. For we are always learning, growing, blossoming, and moving on in this life. Yet all here have been touched in some way by this community, even if this is your very first time and you're like, what the heck do these people do with these flowers? I hope that you are touched in some way. We hope very much that you return to us because this is really cool. And so during the ritual, as you come forward, simply take a flower that someone else brought for you. And some did bring a few more than needed. So there are enough. There really are. Don't, me of little faith. But your faith proves me wrong all the time. So there are plenty of flowers, and you please come forward if you forgot or this is your first time or you didn't get the message. There's plenty here. And as you come forward, take a flower that someone else brought for you, and may you carry from this ceremony whatever love, possibility, inspiration, comfort, hope you have found here. May you carry it into the world. So our collective bower has been created. And so there will be flowers for all. And what I'd like to ask you to do is to come down, if you possibly can, these outer aisles, forming lines on either side. Take a flower. We've got, look at them. Man, we've got the big tall ones just saying, pick me, pick me. And then there are all kinds of little beautiful things. And there's even some bougainvillea in the back if we get down that far. Take a flower as it speaks to you, as it comes to you. And then return up the center aisle. Down the outside, up the center. And as you take it, remember your own beauty. The beauty deep within you, the beauty that glows out of you even though you may not even notice it. We do. And remember your connection to this community and to all the earth and all her peoples. So please join in this century-old ritual of flower communion. let's just take a moment of what we called in the 60s, or they called in the 60s, because I was kind of young. I was alive, but a little young. Raise up your flower in a protest of resistance and resilience called flower power. Oh. Please join me in prayer. Oh my gosh. So there are some, not a lot of flowers are bred for scent. They're bred more for beauty, particularly roses, but somebody brought us at least one set of old roses that had lovely scent, and this sage is lovely. Holy beingness of many names and no name, potential of seed and beauty of flower, and spirit of life, which dwells within and among and beyond us this day and always. May our lives be blessed. May our lives be a blessing. May we all grow into who we are meant to be, who we are called to be, who we most want to be. May we learn to blossom quietly, gently, intricately, boldly, dramatically, in each moment as the moment speaks to us. May we know we are beautiful, alone and together, and may we know we are never completely alone. We are held by a love. May we know that change is not inevitable. It is inevitable, but it's not just inevitable. It is natural. It is as it needs to be as we live our lives, for everything is always changing, and we change with it. May we feel the comfort and the love and the arms that are holding us in all this abundance and beauty, as all that is not neither abundant nor beautiful in the world sometimes comes to assault our senses. May we feel its pain. May we grow in our righteous anger as is appropriate. May we do what we can to resist the forces that want to control and oppress. And may we find inspiration in the beauty of the flower, the beauty of the earth, the beauty of our souls, and the beauty of the souls who connect with ours. May we know love, kindness, beauty, ever and always. And may all those who are ill find healing. May those who are in despair find hope. And may those who are without shelter find home, and may all those who are suffering conflict and war in so many places in the world, it can boggle the mind. May all of those people and may all of us know peace. Amen. And blessed be.
I invite you all to rise in body or in spirit as you are able. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we found all 99 verses. Yes. yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar, fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and fearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look from behind where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the season, skated over tender frozen streams. Words like when you're older must have pleased him, and promises of someday make his dream. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where it came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. So the years been by, and now the boy is 20. Those hopes have awesome grandeur coming true. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look from behind from whence we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Go round and round and round in the circle
Ooh. Please join me in reading the words on the screen as we prepare to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. Those we carry into our lives, until we are together again. All here in the sanctuary today are invited after the service for coffee, tea, bagels, and conversation in our community room, Berg Hall. Through those doors, double and single door there, you can drop by the tables under the Connecting Center sign to visit with folks waiting to say hello, and also drop by the social action table to learn what's going on in the community. And any who missed that wonderful party on Friday night, Dana's retirement party, can write a tribute to Dana at the table that is just inside these double doors, and you can make a donation to the Legacy Fund in Reverend Dana's honor at that same tribute table. Cash and checks can go in the donation box at the back for those of you wanting to assist the offering today. Then remember, please, come back here at 11:30 for our annual meeting.
It'll be, take a little bit more time. This service went as long as any service I've ever done. Just want you to know. And, get your coffee, your bagels. Can we start, Joe, can we start at 11:45? Okay. Come back at 11:45. Okay. Okay, but don't go yet. Because I have words of benediction. Oh my gosh. I'll make them. No, I'm still talking. Sorry, I know this has been a long one. I'm going to shorten these. These are words adapted from the Reverend Elizabeth Strong. Carry your flower, symbol of blooming community and the blossoming of your joyful heart. It took seeds, long months beneath the cold. It took a seed, long months beneath cold ground, for it just to prepare to bloom. And it's taken each of us long times of growth through joy and sorrow to prepare for our living now. Our blooming season is short. Flowers last only a brief time, and we are all simply travelers upon the earth. May your moments be bountiful. May you, in your unique colors, aromas, and sounds, celebrate together in love as we travel away, taking with us the memory of our golden hours together among the flowers. Go forth in love, go forth in peace with the power of the flower. Now you may go. I release you.